Hi, my name is Praveen Patil, and during this session, I will demonstrate my DocuSign eSignature Capstone. And I walk you through four different phases of DocuSign Agreement Cloud, that is, prepare, sign, act, and manage. So, we will first look into the requirements to complete the eSignature Capstone, and that here these are the requirements. The three documents required in this envelope. The co-applicant should not be allowed to see the documents. The SSN and income should be visible. The same with the co-applicant. The phone number should be in this format, or if and I will show you how I have set the phone number format here. The SSN and annual income must be visible to the CEA credit assessor on this information. So let's start with the DocuSign e-signature template. So here is my template. So I will go ahead with this. These are the recipient. There are four recipient here. The first is applicant, second is a co-applicant, third is the credit assessor, and the fourth is the legal department. I have set here a custom email and language for each recipient so that I can use the username in the email subject. So I am sending this envelope. So here I got a mail. I have used here a branding, the CEA close enough accounting. Also, the applicant name is covered in the email subject. I have used here authentication code to access this document. Just validate it. I have to agree to use electronics records and signature. So first the applicant name, then the phone number. Phone number I have set in the format, so um, I have to put the phone number in this format only. Then the mailing address should be if the mailing address and the billing address is same, then you have to just click on this so that you don't have to put the same address in the billing address. The SSN number is also in the format, so you have to follow this instruction. Annual income and then sign. So here is the applicant must select exactly two forms here of the identification that they will provide. The field should be included with the attachment. Exactly, please select at least two fields. So I am selecting a driver license and passport here. I'm just uploading a sample image here. Both the attachment are required, so I have to attach both the files. Here is the assets. I have to add one asset, it is mandatory. If I want to add another, so it is up to 5, 1 to 5. The first is required, and then if you want to add another, then it will be limited to the 5 assets. Then the total will be automatically calculated here, and then signature. Here are both the documents which I have attached here for the form of identification. Then it goes to the co-applicant. Praveen P is the co-applicant. You have to agree first. The SSN and annual income uh, will be hidden from the applicant, because the applicant should not be allowed to see the SSN or annual income of the other applicant. So it should be in the format, and then sign. Here also the applicant must be select to exact 2 forms. I'm selecting here. It is mandatory to select at least 2 form here. If you will not select exactly 2, then it will show you an error. Then the asset, not one. We can add up 1 up to 5 asset here. And then the total will be automatically calculated here, and the co-applicant need to sign this form and finish this. Then it goes to the credit assessor to add the initial and signatures. This is the applicant 1, this is the co-applicant, this is the CA credit assessor. Then The condition is the assessment and annual income must be visible to the CE credit assessor. So the applicant assessment and annual income is visible to the credit assessor now. So he can add their initials after seeing this. Same with the co-applicant. The assessment and annual income is visible to the credit assessor. So after seeing this, the CE credit assessor will give the initials here and just finish it. So this envelope is completed now. So this will be saved into the in my OneDrive. The document will be uploaded in my OneDrive here. So there are 5 documents which will be saved in my OneDrive after the completion of my envelope. So we can see here the certificate of completion. So we can see the history of all the documents which is signed and viewed by the applicants and credit assessor. So we can see here, the record of this envelope. First is goes to the applicant. It also shows what time it was sent, it was viewed and signed by the applicant, co-applicant and the credit assessor here. All the data will be available in the certificate of completion. Okay. So we can see here now the yes, we can see here now step by step how I configure this envelope. So first I gave here a name and the description here. Then I have added 3 different documents. So as per the requirements, I have added a 4 recipient here. The first one is the applicant. So I have gave him a role of applicant. I have set here the name and the email ID. I also added the authentication code to review this document for the applicant. So I just have this access code and I have added this code. So whenever it goes to the applicant needs to put that access code to see the document. Same with the co-applicant, I have added here the recipient access code. In credit assessor there is no code, but I have selected here the some option that credit assessor don't allow senders to edit that recipient. Same with the C is legal department, but this department guy has only received a copy of this document. I also selected here the custom email and language for each recipient so that I can individually send email for each recipient, so I can be able to send a different subject to different recipient and the body of this email. Now we will go next. So this is the first document. The first document, in this first document, the applicant fields are here. So I have used a full name, that is the standard field I have added here. Then second is the phone number. This is the custom field I have created here and added in the document. So this is the required field. We can also set a data label, that the applicant phone number. I have added here the a regex pattern for the validation so that it gives a phone number in the specific format. Next is the email. Email is the standard field. Next is the mailing address. This is the common text box and it should be required. So I have added here the condition for the billing address. So if this checkbox is checked, so I'll show you. So validation is like you have to select or unselect this. You don't have a mandatory choice to select this. So if you check this, so the condition is, if this field is unchecked, then show the billing address. If you have checked here, then the billing address is not visible, so it will give the same address of the mailing address. Then the SSN number, so it is available in the validation. You can set here, this is in validation. The field is required and we can also set the data label is SSN. Same with the annual income. So I have set here the validation as a number. Then the signature, it is a standard field. Same with the date, it is also the standard field. The co-applicant, I have added a full name here and then I have added a phone number with the same regex pattern so that it will give a phone number in the required format. Then I have added here email, which is a standard field, and then SSN number and annual income, same as the applicant, and then sign and date sign, which is a standard field. Then I have added here a CEA's signature, which is the third recipient here. Both are the standard fields. In the second document, I have added here the same fields, but the SSN number which is required is, I have not hide this text with the asterisk. Same with the annual income. I have not hide this fields with the asterisk, but on the same on the previous document, I have hide this text from the applicant so that the applicant should not see the value of SSN number and annual income of the co-applicant and this vice versa. But in this section, I have not checked this hide text with asterisk because this document is not visible to the co-applicant and this document is not visible to the applicant. So we can see here the annual income. Then there is a checkbox. You have to select exactly two checkbox here. So I have added here at select at least two. So you can select here at least two. You can select at least two checkbox here, and there is a attachment here. So you can attach the document. If you have selected driver license here, then you have to attach a driver license. Then I have added here a simple text box for the asset description, and I have added here a conditional logic behind that for the value. So the first one is required. The condition is like you have to add at least one asset description here with the value, and you can add up to 5 asset description here, but these are the optional. So I have added here the conditions here. So if the first value is added, then the second box will be visible, and the second value is added, then third box will be visible. So in this format I have added here a 5 asset description. I have added here a total formula field, and edited the formula so that it can automatically calculate the total value of these 5 assets. After that, the signature and date of the applicant, and that is the standard fields. I have added here a initial of CEA's credit assessors, and then the same with the co-applicant. So the co-applicant also needs to attach at least two document of identification here. These are the required fields. So without attachment, it will not go further. Here I have added a text box, same text box, but added the first one is required. After this, the all four are optional, and added the total of these values. So this is the formula field, and this is the formula. After that, the co-applicant sign and date, that is the standard fields, and at the end I have added a initial of credit accessors. In this type, I have successfully created the envelope as per the Capstone requirements. I will show you the reports for all the templates here, and the envelopes which are completed. You can see as per the requirements. So four envelopes are completed here. You are you can create your own report here. So if you want to see the envelope recipient report, you can just view this and run this report. So who is declined, who is completed. You can also send a mail. You can also download this, and you can save this report for the further use. In this type, I have successfully created the envelope and completed with all signatures. Thank you.